Hello. Welcome. I'm Jeffrey Snover, Technical Fellow at Microsoft, and today I'm joined by my superstar partner.
I'm Jason, and I'm just a guy. I'm very lucky to be an author at Pluralsight, which I'm very happy to be. And those of you that are interested in why Don Jones is not here. Who's interested in why Don Jones is not here? First of all, Don Jones appreciates all of the, kindness that he's gotten. He also wants to send his warm regards. He could not attend. So just please respect the fact that he's recovering right now from a broken leg that I gave him so I could take the show. Yeah, anyway, sir.
Yeah, we decided an upgrade this year. Hey, so I got to tell you, this is always my favorite talk of the year, and it's with great excitement and great nervousness that I do this, right? Because we're in the speaker room and we're preparing our demos, and I've said it before, and it is true. PowerShell is such a great tool because I'm such a deeply flawed human. And boy, was that evident, and you're going to see it through the talk, so I just want to set your expectations. As we were preparing, I was getting this wrong, I was getting that wrong, I was like, damn it, why doesn't that work? Oh, that's how you do it. And basically, I'm a dope, okay? But the point is that being a dope, I built a tool that compensates for my weaknesses, and that's part of the power of PowerShell. So just in all honesty, when we do the demos, you're going to see lots of slip-ups, and that's sort of why we do it, right? So here's the deal. Don't want to have any comments, evaluation forms that say, oh, the demos weren't polished. No, that is the part. We're demonstrating that. We're not up here showing you that everything is perfect, and then you go back home and you have a problem and you're like, oh, I'm terrible. I shouldn't use this tool. I'll just go back to do the GUI. I'm going to show you the real world. The real world is messy. The real world is we do make mistakes. The real world is we forget how to spell things. We type things incorrectly, et cetera. It's a mess, and that's normal. So here you got a technical fellow, inventor PowerShell, who gets the syntax wrong. It's normal. It's
a lot.
A lot, yeah. No, I get it a lot wrong more than Jason will, a lot. But anyway, so that's sort of the gestalt here. Now, let me understand the audience, okay? How many of you are beginning with PowerShell? You're here to learn, hey, how does PowerShell work?
Brand new.
Okay, good. How many of you would consider yourself PowerShell experts? Excellent.
Come on, you're experienced with PowerShell, right? You can go ahead and call yourself an expert.
Yeah. Now, how many of you have used PowerShell version 6? Oh, that's good. And how about PowerShell version 6 on Mac OS or Linux? Wow. Now, the tough one. How many of you have been using PowerShell since PowerShell version 1? Whoa. Oh, I like this crowd. Yeah. This is going to be fun.
It's your crowd.
This is going to be fun. All right, well, let's get into it.
Well, here, let's take a look at what we're going to do for an agenda. Now, guys, we're going to move through this. We probably will get everything done, but you know how this kind of goes. So we're going to take a look at, if you look at the agenda, we're going to talk about PowerShell 6, some of the cool things that are out there for you. And Jeffrey's got some really cool stuff, but we're also going to be taking a look at remoting. Remoting, oh boy. Have you guys done remoting between a Linux box and a Windows box? It's kind of freaky. I mean, you kind of go, oh my God, I can't believe this works. So we're going to take a look at remoting. We're also going to look at one of my favorite things, and we've got some cool demos. Cloud Shell, also something called Ships, and of course, one of my favorite things, we're going to interview Jeffrey a little bit on digital transformation, which he's going to talk about quite a bit. It's so very important to us, and then talk about what's next. Does it sound like a plan? Yeah? Now, remember, we're going to have, it's not quite, we didn't polish any of this. This is just like if I walked up to a machine, so we're going to screw up. Is that okay? All right. Well, I think that since we're going to screw up, we might as well start doing it. You guys know we do have microphones out here to bring whatever questions you have, but also I'm going to need some participation from a few audience members as we move along today. And, sir, you know, it's 2018 and I'm kind of bored. Why don't you fix this problem?
There you go. Well, okay, so here's the deal. A lot of people are like, geez, isn't that PowerShell thing done by now? And the answer is no. No, it's 2018 and PowerShell has never, ever been more important. And why is that? And the answer is, well, the cloud changes everything. How many of you heard that phrase, right? Cloud changes everything. You should have heard it. We say it over and over and over again. But actually, I don't like that phrase. What I like to say is instead, digital transformation changes everything. Because the cloud is a technology focus, and it's true. By the way, it's true. I just don't like it. I like digital transformation because digital transformation is about you and your business. And digital transformation does change everything. By the way, they're very similar. But here's the heart of it. Automation is the thing that enables digital transformation. So the heart of digital transformation, I give talks on this subject, but it's actually pretty easy to remember. And it is, you transform your business through digital technology. And you transform it how? By focusing in on the customer and delivering apps and services to that customer that maximize the differentiation between you and everybody else. The heart of it, if you remember only one thing, it is this. You want to build the things that differentiate you and buy everything else. Now, we talk about digital transformation and get people all excited. Oh, yay, yay, yay. And then what, right? You know, how do you go do it, right? They go back to their office and say, now what do I do? What's my next step? You know, ask for more people. How many of you have heard a digital transformation talk, go back home, talk to your boss and say, hey, need an extra 300 people to do this digital transformation and been successful? I see no hands. That's right. I've never heard of that, right? The people who are successful with digital transformation are those that have figured out how to create bandwidth out of the stuff you're already doing, and then you invest that bandwidth in innovation. You invest it in digital transformation. The heart is, look, if you're a startup company, you don't need to digital transform. You just do it from the beginning. Digital transformation talks about a real company that has real success and needs to transform itself. And the only way those people can succeed is by creating bandwidth and then investing the bandwidth. But how? And the answer is, here's how you create bandwidth. You SaaS, you lift and shift, but you automate, automate, automate. Automate the things you're doing. When you automate them, it frees you up. Excellent. What do you do when you're freed up? You innovate. How do you innovate? All these things and automate, automate, automate. Here on the left, you're automating because you're trying to create bandwidth. Okay? On the right, you're automating because you're trying to do modern development, DevOps, continuous integration, increased agility, etc. In both cases, the key is automation. So, automation. What the heck? This automation. What a wonderful slide. I think we're missing something. It must be, oh, you know what? It's because there's white text.
It's white text.
Oh, my Lord.
That's why you can't see it, yeah. So I thought that this would be an extra challenge just for fun.
You thought I was joking when I said that deeply flawed human thing? No. So this says, so excellence at automation is critical to digital transformation, obviously. Oh, Lord. Let's hope it goes better than this.
But on a serious note, though, you are bringing up the point, though, that in order to get the bandwidth available, because you need to be part of that digital transformation,
absolutely,
or you could be the one run over by that digital transformation. So you got to make bandwidth. You guys know automation makes bandwidth. Lift and shift. If you're using the cloud and you can lift and shift some of that stuff so you don't have to run around for those fires, it gives you that bandwidth to start working that digital transformation.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the key. PowerShell is amazingly fun. It's a blast, but it also helps you advance your career, advance your company. Okay, so the whole point of this, the whole tee-up was PowerShell's original mission, provide a general purpose scripting language for Windows. That mission is effectively done. You know, we hit critical mass. There's always a long tail, always, oh, what about this, what about that? But essentially that mission is done, but we have a new mission. And that new mission is to support digital transformation. So what's that mean? Digital transformation is not a Windows-only world. It is about an everything world. So our new mission is to manage from any client be able to manage any server or service running on any cloud, Azure, AWS, Google, or on-prem using any hypervisor, Hyper-V or VMware, using any storage, any networking, et cetera. And to do that, we did PowerShell version 6. PowerShell version 6 is the new start for PowerShell on the new mission. When we launched PowerShell version 6, our launch partners were AWS, VMware, Google. These are not your traditional Microsoft partners. I will tell you, when that came out, it turned a few heads within the company. Like, you're having who? Do what? So this is our new mission. We have lots of friends in this mission.
Well, can I just show them real quick before we dive into the big stuff?
Sure. What are we doing?
Yeah, let's see here.
Who, what?
I think I'm number 2. Let's try this.
Okay, what are we doing?
Hopefully it'll flip to, so this is a Mac box. I use a Mac.
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't have to, usually people yell at me because I have a Mac on stage, right? So they're like, oh, you Microsoft guy, you use a Mac. Well, but I use a Mac because I want to be able to do whatever I want from whatever client I want, right? Anywhere, anytime, any device. Well, you guys, a lot of you already know this, but I mean, this is Bash. There it goes. But Bash, it's Bash. So let's do this. And, oh, hey, tab completion. So you guys know that PowerShell works on Linux, right? Okay, you need to respond. Yes.
Good.
I know we asked this, but if you haven't actually tried it, why not? You can get OS Linux, put it on it. Well, I don't do much with Linux. Maybe at the moment, but you will. And here's the best part. I don't know much about Linux. CLS never works in Linux, but it worked. Wait. I never. What the hell? Oh, sorry, what the heck does LS mean to begin with? I don't know, but I know what dir is. In other words, you get all of these great things at PowerShell. You get everything that you need that you want to have. You get all of your commands. Well, not all of your commands, but we're going to talk about that and how to work with that. But it's PowerShell. You can write scripts that work. Doesn't matter whether it's a Windows box or a Linux box. You can hit those machines and cause changes. You are cross-platform managing at that point. Is that cool? No, that's freaky cool. Now, okay, I just wanted to show them really quick the little.
That was awesome. Actually, it makes a great point. Great point. So I'll just say that the PowerShell team, since the very beginning, has been very, very, very focused in on you and your success. And we knew that cross-platform heterogeneous was crucial to that. But honestly, just the technology and the company environment didn't allow us to go there. We wanted to go heterogeneous from the very beginning. In fact, at one point, I had invested in an exploration of a native code port of PowerShell just so I could go cross-platform. That didn't work out. But it's a new Microsoft, and in the new Microsoft, the .NET team felt empowered to be able to go cross-platform, and that enabled us to go cross-platform. And that's why we're doing it, why we're able to do it. And so what this really means is that it allows you to take the skills that you've learned and basically get more money for them. Right? Which is to say, hey, you know PowerShell, and you know how to manage Windows. And now you can also manage Linux, and you can manage from any environment, et cetera. And so the point is that somebody who can only do one thing is a certain amount of value. But somebody who can do lots of things is more valuable. So instead of having to learn different tools for all the different environments, you can learn one tool, become a master of it, differentiate yourself from the others by your mastery of this tool, and then apply it to different environments. And that's what gets me so
I think you're missing telling them the really important part.
Oh.
yes, they now have PowerShell everywhere, but it's open source.
Oh yeah, it's open source. It's open source. It's crazy.
Tell them about open source, and then maybe have somebody.
Okay, great. So it's open source. You might have heard this thing called open source. So the great thing about open source is it's open source. If you ever have a question like, what's this going on? You can actually look at the source code. And if you do something and you don't like it, you can say, hey, you should change this. Or you can say, screw it, I'll change it myself. Let's see if that's true. I need a volunteer.
Yeah, we need a volunteer, but did you hear what he just said? You can fix it yourself. So stop belly aching and go fix it. Huh? So I need a volunteer that has never edited PowerShell code before.
Wait, who's not used GitHub? Let's do that.
Oh, let's do that. Somebody who has not modified PowerShell code and who has never used GitHub.
Do you ever use GitHub?
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Come on up. Come on. And your name is?
It's Roy.
Oh, here.
Roy.
Roy. Well.
Nice to meet you, Roy. Excellent. Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Cool. Okay, let's do this. Let's have some fun.
Come on, guinea pig.
So here's the deal. This morning, as we were prepping, I looked at this and I did get job, and I did something stupid like.
This is true, by the way.
Blah, 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 right? And, well, actually, I'll tell you exactly what I did. I'll show you what a dope I am. I did $J equals, I was showing the new great feature. You know this, right? You can say start, job, and then squiggle brackets, GPS, star S, right? And then you have a job object, right? But what I was doing was I was saying, hey, you can now do this, GPS ampersand, and get a job object. Holla. But what I did was this. I said, get job $J, and I saw this error message. It's like, what? Remoting job? What the heck is that? What? Blah, blah, blah. And anyway, so I screwed up because I didn't actually stop and read the error message, right? One of my flaws. And then I looked at this error message, and I said, that's a crap error message. The command cannot find the job. Boy, that's nonsense. So let's change this error message.
And what you don't know is this is absolutely true. He was sitting at the table in the speaker lounge, and he goes, this error makes no sense. All of a sudden, you see about 8 Microsoft people slide away from him. Because you know the next message is going to one of them to fix it.
Okay, so this is GitHub, and what I did was I just copied that error message. So this is the GitHub repository for PowerShell. We just paste the error message in and do a search, and there it is. Okay, so there's the file that we're going to switch. So why don't you go ahead and click on, you're now in charge, my friend. By the way, it's my machine.
By the way, try not to break anything. Yeah. It is a technical fellow's computer. So go ahead.
Click right there. The file name. We're going to edit that file, this one right here. And then we are going to change that tree to be master. Just selected. All good. Ignore those people. The doubters. The doubters.
Wait a minute. Here's what you don't know.
I have confidence in Roy.
Here's what you don't know. We're signed in as Jay Snover to the master branch. Guess what permissions he has?
Look here. This is the edit. The pencil.
What could possibly go wrong? Is Joey here? Because I'm sorry, Joey.
Do Control F. And paste in the, just paste. Let's see, did we find it? Yeah. Did we find it? Didn't find it. Okay, so now we got to find that thing. Dang. How do you find it?
I think it's towards the bottom.
Here, let me just find it for you.
So, Roy, how you doing? Yeah, it's good to meet you. Thanks for coming up and doing the demo. You really scared? Well, that's good, because we all are. That's what happens. Hey, have you noticed all the neat? Have you guys noticed the neat stuff with the little? Is that a human or a computer that's doing all the closed caption? AI. You want to see how good it is? Anal nathrak uthvos bethro dothiel diende.
What?
No. You guys know what that is, right?
No. What?
Who said that?
The smart guy.
You rock. Yeah, it's from the 80s,
You know what?
1980s movie Excalibur.
I can't find the damn thing. Let's just change this. I'm going to change the error message for you.
Not my company. I don't care.
Damn. I can't find the right error message.
Hey, Roy, I really don't think you
Okay,
should
Roy.
send this in as a pull request.
Okay, Roy, we might not get this one accepted. So, now here, you might want to just type say, don't accept this one.
This is Roy. Please don't accept this.
And all you have to do now is commit
Now,
those changes.
He's actually going to commit this. This is real.
Well, no, it goes for a PR.
Well, yeah.
It has to be accepted. And I hope the team does not accept that. Roy, you have just made PowerShell almost better. Thank you very much, Roy.
Thanks a lot, man.
Now the point of that is, one is GitHub, finding error messages on GitHub. Obviously, I should have practiced a little bit more. But you do not have to don't be sitting there saying, well, I can't contribute to PowerShell because I'm not a C# user, or I'm not a developer, et cetera. If you are a C# user in PowerShell and a developer, please, we welcome your code. We want you to, there's lots of opportunities for improvement. But there's lots of ways you can improve PowerShell all up. Error messages, documentation, examples, tests, etc. Please contribute. In fact, for PowerShell version 6 and PowerShell version 6.1, over 50% of the changes to the code base were made by the community. Let's see if we can get that to 60%. You join, really. You can make this as your tool, okay? So that's that.
I think that's awesomely cool. Well, here, you want to give him the slides, or
Yeah.
We'll do that. Yeah, let's see where we're at here. So, besides modifying PowerShell, oops, wait a minute, there it is. We call it PowerShell. I'm going to show them this.
Okay, good.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, PowerShell remoting. I'm not going to go into all the specifics about PowerShell remoting. Most of you already know the details, and Lord knows if you haven't read Don Jones's and Jeff Hicks's book, you should. It goes through all remoting. I think, though, one of the most important things is that remoting now, you have to kind of think about things a little bit. We want to remote not just to Windows boxes, but to Linux boxes. And right now, with PowerShell 6, we do the remoting over SSH, right? Mm-hmm. So Windows needs a little bit of help right now on the SSH side. So does anybody know what you need to install on Windows? OpenSSH. Now, besides PowerShell 6, that's about it. You know what you need to install on Linux? Besides PowerShell, that's about it. It's not that hard, but what you get is pretty cool. So let me give you an example. I've got a Windows box, and I have to use IP addresses, and if you don't believe me, I can show you the box. But I have a Windows box. I just want to show you something simple. I'm going to enter a PS session, and I'm going to try to hit the tab key this time. One of the things that you have to do is you use host name rather than computer name, and I'm going to put in the IP address of the Windows box, and I'm going to give it a username, and give it a password.
Oh, why'd you do it that way?
Oh, because I didn't set up the public key stuff.
No, I mean, why did you say, you can say Jason H. at.
No, I'm going to show that too, but yes.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I could. No.
Pay no attention to that.
So, hey, I got a remoting session to that remote machine.
Woo!
Really? That's it? That's not cool. See, that's how jaded we've become. I've got some cool stuff for you, though. I've remoted to a Windows box, and of course, I've got, let's see, $PS version. I want to show you something on this Windows box while I'm here.
So you've remoted from a Mac OS to a Windows 10 PC. Woo.
And I can now start doing whatever I want to the Windows box. How many of you tried to set up the Windows side of the remoting and have had issues? Okay, just about everybody in here that's tried it should raise their hand, because I know you all have. So I want to show you how to fix one of your issues that you're having with the Windows box. Since I'm already on the Windows box, let me just show you. I'll clear the screen here. At least Okay, that didn't get, whatever. I don't know what happened there. It's getting very upset at me. I broke that which could not be broken. Let me just do this. Let me show you guys. One of the things the instructions tells you on OpenSSH is to download it to like program files, and then you run an installation script. Here's the thing. They tell you, though, to edit the sshd_config to make some changes to it. They're very simple changes. This is great. Eventually, you won't have to do it. But where everybody is doing it is the wrong place. They're doing it where they copied OpenSSH. Where you need to do it, does anybody know? It's under program data. When you ran the installation for OpenSSH, that's where it got installed. And this hd_config is where you want to modify that SSHD. Now, if you do the correct modifications there, then Windows should be able to remote to itself without error message. At that point, you're now good to start being able to remote to like Linux or other Windows boxes using this. Are you kind of with me? So, I mean, that's kind of cool, because I know a lot of people get stuck on that. But just for fun, you've seen Linux to Windows. I wasn't lying. How about a little Windows? Let me get this guy to type in. Bandwidth seems to be a little, come on, baby, you can do it. You're a big computer now. There it goes. Host name. So this is my, it's actually a domain controller. That'll come up a little bit later, too. And just enter PS session. And I'll just do host name. And just to show you, 192.168. I'm going to go to a Linux box. It's a CentOS box. Let's do username. And Jason H. And then I'll show you one other thing, and we got some other stuff here. So that's to a CentOS box, so it works. Are you with me? So I can go both ways. It's all cool. Everything's good. What are you typing in?
Nothing.
Oh. What are you doing to my box, man? What are you going to do? Something else I want to show you. The reason you want to use PowerShell remoting is because now you can use PowerShell on the other side. You can, run scripts. You can force your commands across. You can do all these wonderful things. But the other benefit that you get, Linux guys usually spend a lot of time doing this, and I just want to show you as well, is one of the other benefits that you get. And this is kind of, you can do this with the PowerShell commands, but I wanted to show you with just a regular Linux kind of thing. Let me exit out of this. Come on. Exit, exit, exit. Thank you. Okay, now stop typing exit. Okay, but you guys know you can just, here's the other cool thing. Once you get OpenSSH on the Windows box, well, you can also SSH to it. So I'm going to do Jason H to the Windows box, 192.168.0.10. And here's the thing is, you're probably saying, well, that's not all that impressive. I can SSH to it. Yeah, but now you can also just run PowerShell this way, too. So you get, with OpenSSH, you get a lot of power, a lot of control, a lot of things you can do. Yes? Okay, you're not as impressed with this as you should be, but I've got more. What are you doing?
What?
Do you want to tell them about?
Wait, hey, did you show them? So you showed.
I just showed remoting. That's all I did.
Yeah, but on the Windows box, you remoted to a remote Linux box.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, well, is it different? Like, can you also remote to a Windows box and then maybe perform a command on both of them? You can. Go to.
Well, no, I know I can, but what do you
show? Go back to the Windows box. This is one of my favorite things. This one,
okay,
that's Windows.
This is the Windows box.
Okay, so here's the thing. Oh, you did an enter PS session. Why'd you do that? Do a new PS session.
Yes, sir. So we're out of remoting. Okay. $var equals new.
What?
Oh, you just want new PS session?
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah,
Okay.
new PS session.
PS session.
Wait, let's do it the way most people do it. Session. No, wait.
By the way, Don Jones, if you are listening or ever see this again, you can have the job back.
See what you didn't used to be able to do
that's what
this.
you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you fill it.
Yeah, 192, 168. Yeah, I'll do that real quick. And we're going to the Linux box?
Linux box. Yeah. Okay, and now, dude. What? Oh, host name.
Yeah,
What is
host name. Here.
Host name. Yeah.
Yay! Oh, please, for the love of God, clap.
Okay, now do a WinRM session to somewhere, local or remote, or you got a Windows box?
Oh, himself.
Okay, perfect.
So let's do enter PS.
No. New.
New PS. It's the neurons.
Yeah.
They're not clicking.
Never had this problem with Don. Dot. Okay, now, let me show you. So now, let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, so check this out. I got 2 remoting sessions. I get PS session, GSN. I got one, which is to a Linux box running SSH, another to a Windows box running WinRM. Okay, and then I copied that into a variable $A. And so now watch this. I can do invoke, command, tab, damn it. Command, $A, GPS *S. What? Look at this. So I'm getting commands, one command, one syntax, different machines. And
It worked.
And it worked. And wait, it's even cooler. Because then, right, but you get objects, right? So you can say group by PS computer name. What? Oh, there were 3 here and 8 there. So, you get full objects, heterogeneous, different protocols, different OSs. This is a great example of being able to manage anything from anywhere, making you more powerful. You show this to your coworkers, they're going to be like, huh? I guess that screws my bonus for this year.
You know what this is cool, but I get people yelling at me, literally yelling at me all the time.
I can imagine that's true.
And sometimes it is about PowerShell. So let me try that clear screen thing again.
Why are they mean to you?
They're mean to me because of this.
Yeah? What?
Well,
what?
Oh, I'm on a Windows box. Hang on. They're mean to me because of, I forgot what box I needed to be on, but that's okay. We'll do it here. Come on.
You see, we're all deeply flawed in some way or another. What are you doing? You're just trying to make me feel good. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm glad I could be of service, sir.
Ah, yes.
This is what I have installed PowerShell 6.1, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I am on my Linux box, and I have this. I don't have all of the commands I need to manage Windows with. What am I to do?
Wait, you confused me. You said you did it on your Linux box.
Or a Windows box on PowerShell 6.1, and I don't have the commandlets.
Well, they're different.
Well, why are they different?
Well, because you did. Okay, what do you want?
Well, but they're different, but I don't have as many. How do I get more?
Okay, well, let's talk about, you want to do the PowerShell or the Linux thing? Let's do the PowerShell thing.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, so 3?
Yeah.
Okay, here is RS5. RS5, woo! Okay, $PS version table. Okay, I got 6.1. I got the core edition, happy days, CLS, get command through measure. Oh, I got too many.
Yeah, well, you got a few more than I do.
Why did that happen? Oh, that's because on PowerShell version, on RS5, there are far more. Wait, that's not right. What's going on there? Oh, I got the, this is the client box. I connected to the wrong machine.
Well, that's okay. Well, you do that, you can reconnect. Here's what we're getting at, is the fact that you don't have all the commandlets that you would expect, right? You use PowerShell 5, you got all these commandlets. How many of you have done something called, like, implicit remoting?
Ooh.
Okay, this is my favorite feature, by the way, of PowerShell remoting. Implicit remoting means, how many of you are responsible for Exchange? Okay, you all know that you need to update your resume, right? How many of you people responsible for Exchange have installed the Exchange tools? How long does it take? About an hour. And what's funny is those tools are great for that version of Exchange. But if you're trying to do a migration or you got multiple versions of Exchange, 2010, 2016, you need both sets of tools, and you can't have both sets of tools on one box. Along with those tools, you install things like, oh, I need Active Directory and all this stuff. So you download all of these tools. You install all of these tools, and when you're done and a problem occurs, and you're standing in front of the box to fix the problem, what doesn't it have? The tools that you put on your client machine. PowerShell implicit remoting allows you to bring those tools to you anytime you want. You can prefix them. So if you've got multiple versions of a product, you can put the versions in the commandlet names so that you can use them all at the same time. Implicit remoting is beautiful. Having commandlets is beautiful. Well, that's the whole point, is that a lot of people have been saying, can I use those commandlets? But one of the challenges is PowerShell 6 is on .NET Core. Now, .NET Core is version 2 going to 2.1, or just, 6.1 came on 2.1?
2.1.
Yeah. So we're on .NET Core 2.1, but that doesn't give you the ability to run all of the other commandlets, right? Because it needs the full .NET. That kind of stuff is what we've been told. Well, there's a possible solution for you now. You on the right box?
Not really, but I can show it.
Okay.
The thing I wanted to show, and I obviously messed up, is that in PowerShell version, in RS5, the PowerShell team worked with the Windows team, and we produced a lot more of the commandlets working with core PowerShell. So there are, I think it's upwards of about 1,900 commandlets, including, yes, everyone asks about these, the 80 commandlets now work in PowerShell core. Woo! Okay. But it's not all of them. Okay, so, I can do, get net adapter. That should work now. Why isn't that working? What's going on there? Anyway, a bunch of these things, but some of them don't, right? So in particular, get command star TLS. Those things don't work. But if I say invoke command, my cn dot get command star TLS, I see those. It's like, well, those, I want those. Okay, so Bruce Payette and I wrote the Windows compatibility module. So how do you get commandlets into your process, right? You import module. Well, we added this import win module, TLS. Oh, you know what? I should have done that differently. I'll do it again. Minus force, minus verbose. Well, wait a second. So now I say get TLS cipher sphere, and it works. So wait a second. How did that work? Right? It didn't work, and now it works. Let's try the other one that's smaller. So I didn't have the commandlets, and then I did. So how'd that work? Well, I imported win module. What's the difference between import win module and win module? Or import module versus import win module. So let's do this. Remember, invoke command minus cn. I'll say get command get TLS ECC curve. Sorry, cn dot. Okay, so notice it's a commandlet. And now, that's when I remote to the machine. But now when I look, it's a function. It's a function. So what's that?
Can we look at that function?
We can. In fact, let's look at that function as the following. I'll say $C equals $C.definition, and then I'll pipe it to clipboard, and then I'll use Visual Studio Code, and I'll paste it. By the way, warning, trigger alert. Trigger alert. We're going to go like PowerShell 400, PowerShell 500. This is going to get pretty chewy pretty quick. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You're going to look at this and you get a little scared, a little nervous. You know how you go to the gym and you work out heavy and it hurts a little, but then you grow? Same thing. It's going to hurt a little. It's going to hurt a little, but you're going to grow as people.
And then you grow.
And then you're going to grow. You're going to be better because of it. But this is just some of the coolest, craziest stuff there is. And so let's just say, you know, t.ps1, just whatever, just to let it know we're dealing with PowerShell. So this is the function, okay? And this was get, whatever. So here you got your parameter stuff, and what you're going to see is that it aliases that command, the commandlet exactly, okay? And then notice I got a begin, a process, and an end. Now we're going to focus in on this begin. Okay, a bunch of this stuff, just sort of confusing, ignore it. It's how we deal with the parameters. The heart of it is right here. Okay, so notice we get a script command, ignore the internals right now. I get a script command, which is a script block, and then I get from that script command, I get a steppable pipeline. Whenever you're doing meta programming in PowerShell, this is programs that write programs, okay? You have incredible control to preserve the pipelining capabilities of the language. This is how you do it. You get a script block, you get a steppable pipeline, and in the steppable pipeline, at the beginning, you call begin. And then in the process block, you call the steppable pipeline process. And in the end, you call the steppable pipeline end. Okay, so you're just mirroring the commandlet, but you're having the steppable pipeline do the work after you have set it up. So pretty straightforward concept. Now let's go to the next level. What is that steppable pipeline doing? Ooh, that looks kind of chewy. Ampersand $sign. Okay, so what's this ampersand $sign? So if you recall, ampersand is the execution operator. So if I just say, GPS, and it's a string, nothing happens, right? But if I put ampersand in front of it, it says execute that thing. So ampersand is a operator. So if I say $V equals GPS, and I say $V, nothing happens. But if I say ampersand $V, magic happens. Okay, great. So now I say ampersand $script : invoke command. So there's a variable scope to script called invoke command. So let's take a look at that variable, $invoke command. Well, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. But wait, remember, I'm running this command. What was the command? Get module TLS. It's from the TLS module, right? So that code, now here's where it gets crunchy, stay with me. That code is running in the module itself. One of the goals of the modules was so that you as a community can share all your great work with each other in a way that doesn't step on each other's code. Okay? So imagine you write me this and you say, oh, I'm using invoke command. Oh, great, I got $invoke command. But then let's say you give me something and you say, oh yeah, I like that idea. I use $invoke command too, but it's different. Then I import both of your modules. As long as I use yours or yours, I'm happy. But if I use both of yours, then it collapse. Modules are designed to handle this. And now, here's where your head's going to explode. That $script is scoped to the module. And when I import it, it doesn't come here. Okay, so that $invoke command is in the module scope. So how do I find it? Here's where you want to put your seatbelts on. I'll say $M equals get module TLS. That, okay, looks like text, but remember, it's code. And what I can do is ampersand, $M, invoke command. Whoa! Now, we got to talk about this. Okay, so one is I say ampersand $module. I'm executing a module. Executing a module. How do you execute a module? With a script block. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this code from the script block and I'm injecting it into the module scope and executing it there. That code does what? It says, show me this variable, $invoke command. So conceptually, you want to think of this like remoting, right? So with remoting, what do? You take a script block, you send it across a wire to another execution context, a computer, you run the code there, and you get the results back. Here we're taking the code, but we're not sending it to another computer, we're sending it to a module, and you say, run it there, and give me the results back. That's pretty crazy stuff. That's fun.
Quick summary for you guys. Windows compatibility module. If you're using PowerShell 6, you really need to take a look at this. Now, it's early stages, but you guys, let me flip.
Dude, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry, you weren't done? Oh,
No,
my God.
that sounded like a punchline. I wasn't done. So now the question is, well, why do I have this $invoke command? And I wondered that same question. I said, Bruce, why did you do that? I didn't have that in my code. Why did you do that? And he said, because we're going to call this a lot. And when you say invoke command, okay, so let's do this. Oh, yeah, let's do this. I can say, well, back to get process. Get process is wonderful because it's safe. Well, I can say get process, happy days. Or what I can do is I can say $C equals get command, get process, okay? And then ampersand $C, and execute it. What's the difference between those two things? And the answer is get process is a string that then PowerShell has to go look up. Is it here? Is it there? Is it here? Is it here? Is it there? When it finds it, it then executes it. When you do that get command and store it, we've done that resolution, and therefore when I just execute it, it happens faster. So Bruce is a performance nut. So that's what's going on there. So that's why he does this. He's resolved that, and then he just executes that. And then, so now, what are we doing? And so what we've done is, now this gets a little chewy. And again, I asked him why you format it that way, and the answer is because of efficiency. Bruce is a very good programmer. Okay, so notice this minus session get PS implicit session. What the heck is that? Like, where is that command? Well, first, let's just execute the whole thing. Because what it's, remember, this was the command we were running, get TLS ECC curve, and we're going to run it in this session. If you will recall, we did not create a session, so this is a little bit odd. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, hush up. Well, there is no get PSS session, right? That doesn't exist. Why is that? Because it exists in the module scope. Remember, the modules, if you don't want to expose it, you don't expose it. So how do we do that? Ampersand M, that says, no, ampersand $M, that says I want to execute in the module scope and a script block. Now, what do we want to do? Well, let's do get command, get PS something implicit something, I can't spell. Get command, yeah, let's see that. Whoa! So there's all this incredible infrastructure that's behind the scenes that doesn't complicate your world. And so then, when we do it again and we run that command, and we say, get the PS implicit remoting session for this command. It's like, whoa, what's that? And so what happened was, underneath the covers, when we did the import, so here's what's really going on. I got PowerShell version 6. I have the commands that were native. There was like 400. PowerShell version 6 running on RS5 is like 1,900, but not all of them. In particular, the TLS commandlets. Darn it. Does that mean I'm screwed? Does that mean I can't use Windows PowerShell version 6, even that has all this cool stuff? No. I get the compatibility module. By the way, it's on the gallery so that we can continue to iterate on it. And I say, import Win module, TLS. Underneath the covers, we create a remote connection, a PS session. So here's the session. Get PS session. Underneath the covers, we create this connection to a process running Windows PowerShell version 5, right? The full PowerShell. We find that TLS module, we enumerate all of its capabilities, and we create local proxies for them all. And then, right, so that's literally what happens. So now when I say get command, CLS, go away, CLS, and I say get command minus module, TLS, notice that they're all functions. These are all proxy functions. Their signature is exactly the same as the others. That's why I can do things like, what would be a good one? New TLS session key dash tab. And notice that stuff works. Why does that stuff work? Because its signature is exactly the same as the remote signature. So then I fill out all that information and I hit carriage return. The proxy runs. It then uses that remote connection to execute the code, just like remoting, get the objects, and show them back. And now I can use the TLS commandlets in my module.
I told you implicit remoting was like so cool.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's about as chewy as we're going to get. We can go deeper if you want, but that's pretty fun stuff.
So just to kind of clean that up a little bit in the sense of where to get this, you guys know the routine. It's in the PowerShell gallery, so you can just find the module, install the module. Something you want to do is you'll want to import, I'm typing in the short part, import the module, and after you import the module, you can start to utilize that module. Let me give you another quick example. I'm just going to use, Jeffrey was showing you the Win module commandlet. This will allow you to list. You'll notice that these are now those Windows modules that I can now use. So get Win module will now start to let you work with them. But I want to show you something. Some of you may have noticed this. I'm kind of old-fashioned, and I mean old-fashioned like as in, well, I can't spell, but as in I always type get module first. Win module isn't in my brain yet or my fingers yet. So get module, and usually I'm doing list available. Well, you can do this. You can do a skip addition check, and it'll go through and show you all of the commandlets, the Linux or the PowerShell 6 ones that are working, and all of the Windows ones that are available to you. So they added that parameter if your brain is like mine and not ready to switch to Win module yet. But other than that, as a great little example, you can then start doing like import, Win module, let's say SMB share, which normally this wouldn't work, of course. And once it gets imported, well, get SMB share. That was pretty easy, right? Right? Right?
Yes.
You want to show them Cloud Shell? You want to show them Cloud Shell?
I do want to show them Cloud Shell. I do want to show them Cloud Shell.
We'll talk about Cloud Shell.
Okay, so a couple things. Wait, did I screw that up already? Oh, hell. Okay, well, fine. I'll show you the screw up. So, the Azure portal. Happy days. We have just GA'd Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell. Notice, so the Azure portal in a browser, happy days. Notice this. Looks like what? Looks like PowerShell. It's bash. Okay. That was not good.
Oh, well, that was...
Did the wrong thing. So we're going to change that. We're going to change that to click here, click, click, click. Come on, baby. Click. Have you been touching this machine?
Maybe a little.
Okay. No touchy. Well, that is very strange. Let's kill this thing and try it again. That was very strange. Anyway, there we go, PowerShell.
Yay.
And notice, this happens pretty darn quickly. And now we have PowerShell. And if you want to, you can maximize this, right? Or when you hit this plus, you can fire it up in another window. And so that's what I've done here, right? These other windows. Oh, there's PowerShell too. Anyway, so now I've got PowerShell in a browser. It's crazy. And the benefit of this is you can do things like get AZVM to get all your Azure VMs. And this is an environment, kind of designed for you to manage all of your estate, right? You don't manage this container, you manage the remote things, okay? So what we've done is we've gone and mounted, notice the current working directory? Yeah. Current working directory, Azure, dir. By the way, we cache that, so the second time I do a dir, boom. And look at, it's showing me my subscriptions. I CD into CI, something, do a dir. Takes a second. Shows me all my resources. CD into virtual machines, do a dir. And again, you get objects, right? Dir d star, dir pipe to group, load group, location. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's crazy. So you get real PowerShell.
Now here's the thing though that catches. How many of you used PowerShell Web Access? Remember PowerShell Web Access?
Yeah, a few.
You could go to a web browser and use PowerShell. It's awesome,
yeah.
Awesome. This is like the future. So it plugs you into Azure, and if you have Azure Stack Hybrid Clouds, you get all plugged in. It's really cool, and you're probably saying to yourself, yeah, I get it. It's neat. I don't think you know how neat.
Yeah. Oh.
Can we all agree that this is not a Microsoft proprietary device?
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Wait, where are you?
Oh, thanks. Number 2.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes, that's not a Microsoft.
So how many of you gone out and grabbed the app for Azure? I see some of you, because look down here.
Oh, yeah. Is that crazy?
Come on.
Wah, 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 wah.
Guys, you're not that excited about this. Look, it runs on my freaking phone. So look. Look, I got the app. You just come up here. You can see it. It'll be fine. It runs on my phone. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, I'm not going to sit there and type out commandlets on my phone. Yeah, but you'll launch a script if you got to check status on stuff or launch a process, do some workload, something like that. Your phone, your tablet, you can use PowerShell anywhere, anytime, any device, thanks to you, on any product just about now, and any OS.
Indeed.
I mean, come on, that's pretty cool, right?
That is cool. That is cool.
Chips. Or unless you want to do something.
Yeah, I did want to show them something.
Yeah.
So when you do this, right, anybody have that office mate, the butthead, the Unix butthead, typically with the beard and the crumbs? No, the suspenders. That was me for years. No, it was. Anyway, and they're like, PowerShell on Windows, on Linux, bah, humbug, Why? These guys do not treat us as liberators, right? Like, oh, I've been waiting for Microsoft to come save me. No, they're actually a little hostile. Like, why would I want that MS $sign and all those, the haters, right? It's like, well, it's like, dude, there's no drama here. It's just a tool. It's just a tool. Now, okay, so these people are familiar with Bash, right? So you see this is Bash, right? So if you're not familiar with Bash, it's a fine tool. You do things like, anybody here use Bash? Yeah, a lot of you, right? So you do things like date, and you can do things like calc, and you can do things like PWD, and I say which Bash, okay? And then I can say, okay, well, now if I want to write a script, I'll say vi task, I'll do .sh, and then I'll put in shebang, insert shebang, £bang. God, sure.
Wow, you still use VI. I'm very proud of you. How many of you use Nano? Yeah, I know. Linux people are like, why isn't he using Nano?
So you put shebang, that's a hash bang, and then bang. And then you say chmod, you learn all the lingo here, baby. $, right? And then you can say .task.sh, and voila, it'll calculate and found. Well, anyway, and it'll just run. Yeah, what are we going to run? vi task.sh. Come back here. Okay, you go away. Do it again. Ba-dong, just runs. Okay, happy days, right? Well, now, if you want, take a look at this. vi welcome.ps1. And here, this is, look, now I say shebang /user/bin/pwsh, no profile, and I got a little script. And guess what? This looks, I basically took a Unix tutorial bash script, and I just changed it. Right? And so basically I went and said, instead of greeting, it's $greeting.
So you put the variables in so you can assign, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a bash user would look at this and say, oh, yeah, I get it. Not sure where I get $signs, but yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, so let's quit this. And the model here is, it's exactly the same. You do a chmod, a plus x, $, and then /welcome. Welcome.ps1, and voila, it just works, right? Pretty cool stuff. Now the point, yay. Now here's the point. Here I am, run bash, and it's not, if you just want to do, if you can rewrite bash scripts in PowerShell, but that's not the point. The real point is you can do stuff like this. Okay, here I say get process. Pipe to sort object by ID, pipe to format table. I want to group them by priority, and then show me ID, name, and then an expression, right? I use a hash table. I say, hey, give me the parent, and then calculate the parent with this expression, $parent.name, and then the path. And now, from bash, I can just say /test pwsh.ps1, and voila. So the message I give to the bash guys is, hey, dudes, it's just another tool. It's just another tool in your tool shed, and it's a pretty positive, pretty strong tool. So you can see that, from this bash experience, it's cool, right? It just, the scripting language just fits in. But now, take a look at this, $pid, and how do we find that out? PS494, and you notice this wasn't bash at all. This has been PowerShell all the time. And my point is, guys, it's just another shell. It's just another shell. It works like every Linux shell there is. Looks like bash, works like bash, etc. The difference is you can do things like get process and sort it by ID. Oh, sort object by ID. You can say select the first 4. Okay, so you can deal with objects. So that's how you deal with this. It's just another tool in the tool shed, and it turns out to be a pretty awesome tool.
It is an awesome tool, and I just want to show you a couple of quick things that I've found to be kind of useful that come out with PowerShell 6.1 or 6.0. I think it's 6.1. 6.1. A couple of quick things while he gets ready.
What am I getting ready for? Ships. Oh, yeah, I'm getting ready for ships?
Yep.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
No, I'm going to pull, no. So let me just kind of show you. First of all, does anybody here work with Markdown? You guys know what the process is, right? When you want to know if PowerShell can help you with something, go to it, ask for help, right? So let's ask it. Markdown. Okay, you're not impressed. You should be. So I got a Markdown. It's actually the show notes that we put together just before the show. It's a whole bunch of notes. Here, I'll show you. It's silly, but cat, the outline. You can just see it's just a long list. This is all in Markdown. It's not that impressive, but it's just in Markdown. Well, let's do this. I love this. Show Markdown. You can convert from Markdown and work with it as well, but for some reason, this just makes me happy. It goes through and it makes it so you can see it really nice, and you can see what you have in the Markdown and all that. It's a nice way to read it, but this is where this is something that usually you really like, and the brow.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
It'll take a second for the screen to refresh,
close.
but did I hit enter? I did. Ah, there it is. So it just puts it all into your browser so you can, nice, pretty, oh, come on. I know. If you're not into working with Markdown, that's not that impressive, but maybe this will help you, because I find myself using this a lot. One of the things that drives me nuts as soon as I get my prompt back is I'll grab a lot of information and then I want to measure it, right? We all like to use measure. And I'll just do something simple right now. I'll just do git command and I'll just pipe it to measure. This is nice. I thought this was really nice that they added this in, by the way. First of all, you now have something you'll see up there called standard deviation. And I like put together these lines, fill in the values, all that kind of stuff so I can get the information. One of the things I really like is now just tell me what you know. So all stats, where it just, now of course this isn't all that impressive, but oops, that's not even going to like it at all. Let me do it this way. Why did I do git command? It
what
does
are
not.
you doing?
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Watch. As soon as it lets go of, let go. Hit let go. Here, I'll fix it. No, now it has to wait for.
Don never had that problem.
I know, because Don is perfect. And he has all this. So, I mean, he's got everything. So let me just do this real quick.
Too.
And he has hair. Measure all stats. You get the idea. So all stats just gives you everything all at once. Come on, that's kind of nice. Yeah, okay.
Wow. Wow. Wait, you didn't show him the favorite one.
That
Dot. Did you do dot?
What do you
Well, see,
I did
you know
dot.
this. Did you see what he did there? There's 1 dot 10. Happy days. By the way, did you know 10 dot 1? Oh, sorry. Dot 1. Does it work? Ooh, goes backwards. But now,
Sir, you really do have the greatest product in the history of the world.
yes, I know that.
It's true.
What are you doing?
Somebody's trying to pair with my iPad.
Awkward.
Now, I knew this, but
Is that great?
think this is
see that?
great.
Now you can say A dot Z or A dot
so you
whatever.
can use letters instead
Oh,
of
you know what? I
numbers.
wonder if you could do Z dot A. Oh.
Does it
Oh,
goes
now that
backwards.
is
That
the greatest
cool.
product in the world.
Because I can never do the song anyway. A, B, C, D. I screw up about the fifth one in, so this will fix it.
But wait, did you know, wait, dot 10. Did you know you could do $A of 0, right? That one. And $A of, what, 9. $A minus 1? You knew that? Oh.
Yeah, go backwards through the step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
You better show them ships or you're going to run
Okay.
out of
Oh, good heavens. Okay, so ships. By the way, so I'm gonna show them one part of it, and then you should show them the other part. Are you gonna show them the SIM drive? Well, anyway. Okay. So what?
Sure.
Okay. So you saw this wonderful. What? Where'd it go? This wonderful. Okay. So you saw this wonderful thing here, right? This amazing. So this. Look, from the very beginning, we had this. Commandlets versus namespaces. When should you have commandlets? When should you have namespaces? And then the general guidance was, look, if you have something that basically is a flat space, use commandlets. But if you have something that's a hierarchy, like the registry or like a file system, et cetera, use namespaces. And it turns out that then most people just did commandlets. And the reason wasn't that things shouldn't be namespaces, but rather it was really, really, really hard to write one of these namespaces. And so what we've done is now we've fixed that. Now you can write a namespace using a module called ships. Ships. Make sure you get the P in there. That's very important. It is ships, and it's wonderful. And what it does is basically leverages PowerShell classes, and you subclass off a class, and now it becomes very easy to write namespaces, and I predict a proliferation of those. And that's what we did here. We use this. So if you take a look, get drive, what you see is the Azure drive is provided by the ships alias, and then it has a root. And this is the module name and the class, okay? So now, here I am. Okay, so then I went, and now you can do amazing things with this. So first is, it's pretty darn easy. Second is, let your imagination be your guide, okay? So I was talking to, I spend a lot of time these days on Azure Stack, and one of the challenges we have with Azure Stack is, I got a gazillion moving parts, and when something goes wrong, how do I collect things and then diagnose things? And then when I figure it out, how do I convey that information to you, and I was like, hey, you know what? I got an idea. Why don't we write a provider? Okay. Now here, this isn't the one we use. This is an example one, but I do get drive, get GDR, and notice I have an ENV drive here, or EV drive. It ships, and it's the root EVD event log drive. Event log drive, what the heck's that? So cd ev :dir, it's all the event logs. Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. CD application, right? No. Wait, hold on. That's not the cool part. This is the cool part. So, dir. And you'll see the events. What I did was I said, hey, here's a set of queries that are going to be important for this log. These are the things that are important, right? So it says, hey, these are the errors. These are the newest 50. Here are the sources. Here's today. So wait a second. Newest 50, what's that? I do a dir. I bet you if I do a dir type to measure, it says 50. So those are the newest 50. And if I do errors, they're only the errors, all right? And so what I've done is I've taken the knowledge that I have and I've encoded it in a file system, right? And CD today, it's just the ones from today. And check this one out. Sources, this one takes a while. But what I'm doing is I'll go and say, here are the sources of the messages from the application log. And then you can CD into one of those and just see the source, the errors, the event messages from it. So what I've done is I've encoded knowledge and expressed it in a tool that makes it easier for other people.
And, sir, look, we're almost out of time.
Oh, my Lord.
One little side note for
I
you.
thought we just started.
How many of you work hybrid cloud? Okay, by hybrid cloud, I mean with Azure and probably with Azure Stack too. Yeah? Here's the best part. Whether you're working in Azure or Azure Stack or hybrid cloud, you already know that PowerShell is automation that you can use for both, and it's the same. So one of the benefits is, especially if you're a developer in modernizing your application, you can modernize your application on an implementation of Azure Stack, and then it just works in Azure. So this makes a great use case, one of the great use cases for Azure Stack. But I want to point something out to you guys. First of all, if you're in ops, your company may not be ready to purchase, have airshipped in and dropped an Azure Stack platform. If you're a dev, it could be the same thing, and it's also a problem. A way to solve this, first of all, if you didn't know, you could go out right now. If you want to start working with Azure Stack, you want to start building automations, you want to start working with what Azure Stack would be like, you right now can go out and download the Azure Stack policy module. And if you have an Azure subscription, you can apply a policy to a resource group that makes that resource group look like Azure Stack. Its services, its applications, you can develop, and as an ops person, you can play with it right against Azure, and it looks like Azure Stack. The other option is, I don't know if you've heard of this, but the ASDK is the Azure Stack Development Kit that installs your own version of Azure. Now, it's non-production. So all you have to do is cobble together some hardware, and you could actually build. The best part about this, if you're in ops, you can get a real feel for, we're going to put this box here, we're going to have to do this kind of maintenance, and we're going to be able to call this person when something goes wrong. Gives your developers a chance to develop, and it's free. It's all free. ASDK is free. Free. You can build it. if you don't have the hardware, because it requires like 96 mega RAM and 12 procs and all of that. If you have an Azure subscription, you can throw up an Azure box and build it in there.
Hey, keep talking to them.
Where are you going? I have no idea where he just went at the end of the show, but you could build the ASDK on that. Is that kind of cool? So make sure you do that. This is normally where we were thinking of wrapping this up, but since I'm up here all alone, let's see, what do I feel like talking about now? Do you guys have questions so that when he comes back, you can ask him questions? We have some microphones down here.
Stickers.
Oh, stickers.
Hey, folks, we're out of time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to put these stickers right up here. Couple things. One, PowerShell version 6 is a new mission. And at the heart, it's all about making you successful. So please engage with us. Tell us what it takes to make you successful. We'll work at that. If you want to give us code, that's great. Hey, I want you all to give it up for Roy, who had a valiant if failed attempt to make PowerShell better. Thank you, Roy. And 10,000 thanks to Superstar Jason.
Oh, thank you, sir, very much.
I hope you all have a great Ignite. Thank you very much.